Rashla. Yeah, as Rashla already said, be sure to get your wheezing chat ready. You'll know when to actually put them there, but just hold on for a little bit. You'll see very soon. Anyway, are we guys ready to start? Yeah. Okay, starting in 3, 2, 1, go! So welcome everybody to Noobow, probably the happiest game in existence. We are Noobow, and we are here to help our animal buddies, because they're all in a bit of a trouble. And in order to do so, we need to solve some small little puzzles here and there. Really nothing too special. We'll get through these puzzles as we go along, and I'll explain a little bit more about what's happening with these puzzles specifically. With these blocks, we're just gonna try and build a bit of a bit of a staircase. I already messed up. This happens sometimes. This is fine. So yeah, this is kinda, you know, just the start of the run. It can happen. But yeah, the way that you have to place these blocks can be somewhat precise sometimes. You've got a lot of room for putting them down generally, but yeah. Anyway, first of the levels, this is where we have to help our friend the whale. And she's missing her child. He's gone missing, so we need to find her. It's also a bit of an introduction level. We get a bit of an introduction to several of the mechanics. So we get the blocks, and then over here we have a bit of a pogo stick. And, well, this game just gets more adorable as we go along. We're going to pogo all the way to the top here. Now, we also saw this little dog over here. And now this is a bit of a mean little dog, but, you know, dogs love chasing sticks, right? So we're going to go to the dog. When you throw the stick, I don't know where he goes. Okay, get your wheeze ready, because this is the parachute. Whee! So yeah, we'll be seeing the parachute a lot over the course of this run, but every time you see a parachute or a paraglider pop up, you'll know to get your wheeze ready. That is the first instance. So over here we get the second way we can use this stick, which is by you know, using it as a bit of a platform. I'm gonna walk over the whale, put him in that bucket. I don't know how he fits, but it works, and we're gonna deliver him to the mother. And she's gonna get all happy as a result because we've returned her child to her. Oh. And that's the end of level 1. So this game consists out of 8 levels in total. That was the first one. The second one, we're gonna have to help the squirrels, because the squirrels are in a bit of a problem because the angry cloud has been freezing over the entire area of the squirrels, and because of that, it's really, really cold. And, you know, squirrels don't do well in those kind of temperatures. So we're here to help them out a little bit. We also get the first time we get to use the shovel, which we can kind of use as a pogo shovel. It's just really fun when you get to do that. And squirrels love acorns, so we're gonna take this acorn and we're gonna bring it to the squirrel over here. Because there is this little elevator, but the squirrels are kind of lazy, and unless you actually give them the acorn, they're not going to use it. This is one of the elevators we can actually step on in advance, so we can already be there, no problem. Gonna throw another stick, because, you know, same story as before. Again, I have no clue where that dog goes, because, well, the platform kind of ends there. But we'll just assume that the dog is going to be completely fine, of course. Oh, that's another parachute. Well, you guys know what's coming up, right? We're going to take this parachute, go over here, and, well, here we go. Whee! Note that I have not gotten rid of the parachute just yet. That can only mean one thing. So yeah, this is the first instance we see the angry cloud. He's freezing over these houses. Here we go. So there we go. So there you can see how the squirrels are feeling about this. They don't look particularly happy, so we're going to help them out a bit. But in order to do so, we have to get back up here. So we are going to use several of these sticks to kind of build ourselves a staircase up. Because, you know, Noobow, he isn't that big. So, you know, we'll have to make sure that we can actually even get up the platform to begin with. Luckily, that stick will hold out just fine, so no big deal for our little buddy here. So yeah, the general story of this game is pretty straightforward. We just have to help our animal buddies, because there is a lot of animal buddies that are in a bit of a problem. The first and last level of this game are always set, so you're always going to start with the whale, you're always going to start with the same one that you end with. I'll mention who he actually is when we get there. The other 6 levels you can do in every order you want. Every one of the animal buddies consists of 2 levels. So you've got the squirrels, which is the first one we're going to do. We've got the moles, and we've got the bird, and each of those we're going to help out. The first level, you just have to make it to the end. Sometimes you actually do something in the process. Here you just, get to the end there. In the second one, you actually have to solve their problem. So we have to get rid of this angry little cloud. And, well, we're going to do just that. I should be able to get up there like that. There we go. That's a bit of a shame. I thought that would work. Recently there's been a few changes in the strat due to a new task coming out by, I forgot who it was. Okay, this is kind of bad. But they recently tasked this game. And because of that, they found a couple new strats that seem very viable. I wanted to try this out, but unfortunately I haven't had as much time as I wanted to practice them. So, we're kind of trying to get along, trying to just improvise along a little bit. So yeah, we see the squirrel over there. That is one of the squirrels where we can't actually get on the elevator until he has already had his acorn. So, yeah, we'll need to find that acorn first, which luckily for us is just over there. We can just grab it. Need to make a quick little platform here. Just gonna throw the acorn down because that gives me the room to place this block on the side so that we don't have to worry about it. And I will bring that down the acorn to the squirrel, and that way we'll get on the elevator. Unfortunately, you can't actually ever make the elevator because he'll block your path until he's had the acorn. So we'll always have to wait a cycle here before we can get on. So that's a little slow, but we'll just have to wait for it a little bit. Eventually it'll pick us up and it'll take us to the next few floors. It's also one of the longer elevators in the game, so this is a pretty long waiting segment. Okay, now we're coming up on probably one of my favorite skips in the game. So we've got these blocks over here, and we're supposed to build a bridge with that. But what we can do is just put it down like that. I don't know how that works, but it works. So we see the acorn up here already. We can just give it to the squirrels. So we're just going to go down here. That waterfall is it's a little rough on us, so we can't actually go underneath the waterfall right now. We need some form of getting there first. But the squirrel, as a thank you, does give us this horn. We don't really know what it's for, but we've got we can make music with it. The music is pretty good. So we're gonna blow the horn here. That'll get rid of the angry little cloud, and we'll see the houses. The cold is going away. As a thank you, this squirrel over here, he's gonna get this elevator ready for us. So we're gonna take that one. Because there is one more item I'm going to get down here. It's probably one of the more adorable items for our little Noobow. This is also the only instance that we're actually going to be using this. Because if we go all the way to the right here, we see these mushrooms. And, well, we can use them as an umbrella. So back up the elevator, because that waterfall that we saw before, well, we can actually go underneath the waterfall now. The mushroom umbrella will hold out long enough for us to get through there. So we're going to do just that. Let's go up the ladders and underneath this waterfall here. Unfortunately, the mushroom umbrella does break in the process, so that's a bit of a shame. But, a mushroom and a waterfall doesn't seem like a great combination, so I suppose it's fair. We find this bag that the angry little cloud left us, and, well, we can use that to freeze over this lake over here, so we can wee across. We don't actually hear the wee here. Normally you'll hear the wheeze, but we don't actually get to hear it on the on the lake there. And thus we will reach the end of level number 3. The squirrels are happy again, and we're going to go on to helping out the moles. And the moles are also in a bit of a problem because their shower is broken, and the sun is very angry, and because of that, it's very, very hot right now. So we're going to see if we can fix the showers for them. And well, we've got a great way of doing that. So also, you see the paraglider up there, and you probably already know what's coming up here, right? So get them ready. Whee! Whee! Yeah, there'll be more than this one. Just hold on. Here we go. Whee! We still haven't gotten rid of the paraglider just yet, and that's not without reason. Because we're actually going to go over here. This level, by the way, casually probably took me the longest of all the levels, because I didn't really know how the paraglider worked. Anyway, whee! And there's a parachute over here, so here we go. Whee! Good job, y'all. So we're going to get this bucket, and this bucket is going to play a very important role as well. Basically, we don't really have the ability to fix the shower just yet, because like I said, every level has 2 levels, and on the second one we'll actually be able to fix it. So we're going to open up these valves, and that's just to get the water flowing again. Now, we're going to go up here, and we're going to fill up our bucket with water, because, you know, there's a giant stream of water. Surely we can fill it. We're going to go over to this mole who would like to shower, but, you know, we'll cool him off using our bucket with water. And I'm going to pick up the heart. The reason I placed the bucket on the left there is there's a certain priority in which item you pick up. So if they're on top of each other, the game will always take the item with a higher priority, which in this case is always going to be the bucket and not the balloon. We'll see very soon what the balloon is used for, by the way. But as such, you know, I gotta make sure that the bucket is not in a position that I would pick up the bucket instead of the balloon. So another water stream. We're gonna go up here, and well, we're gonna bring this balloon to a certain little mole that we'll see very soon. First, we're gonna drop off the balloon for just a little bit. I'm going to climb up this one. We're going to make sure that we get a platform over there. Sometimes this can actually work, and you can use this to get across, but you can't always use that. It's kind of dependent on the level. And we'll give this balloon to the little girl mole over here, and because of that, she's happy, and we can now get to the end of the level. So that's level 4 done, and on to level 5, where we're actually going to try to fix the showers. But in order to do so, well, we first need to get back underground. So let's do just that. Gotta just build a bit of a staircase down here. This is unfortunately a level without any parachutes, but we'll have something else that's just gonna be great. So, you know, earlier we mentioned for you guys to get your Wii's ready in the chat. Well, if you want to play along again, get your straight faces ready in the chat. Because we're going to get some serious time later, but I'll explain that when we get there. First, we're going to get to this crow, and crows like acorns as well. Oh, for some reason, we get a shovel as a result. I don't know how that works, but sure. We're going to pogo stick this block down, and we take the staircase down into the underground area. Now we see these a little hint of what's coming up in the block over there. So this is another little skip that we can do. You're supposed to use the combo of the 2 blocks to get there, but we can also just do that. Again, priority here will always ensure that it'll pick up the shovel rather than the block, and because of that, we can just pogo shovel down here again. That's pretty much the end of that one. Now, we're going to actually use that priority system again while we're over here, because the bucket has a higher priority than the shovel, so I can just dump the shovel. Oh, what? I thought the bucket had a higher priority. Apparently, okay, so you got to see how the priority system works. Obviously, very much intended right there. And there's another elevator down here. We have to take this elevator down because there's this underground lake, but And we can use that in combination with the bucket to help off cool another mole in just a little bit. So fill up our bucket, and up the elevator we go. Yeah, go ahead with a donation.
We got a €5 donation from Crrool saying, "Not missing my chance to wee! Greetings from Germany."
So yeah, here we help out the mole. He's all happy now. He can get back to work, and we see this little weird construction down here, and this is our chance to go to into serious business, Noobow. So get your straight faces ready, because here we go. So as we're serious business, Noobow, we actually have to unlock these valves again. Serious business, Noobow, is just you use them on 2 different levels. This is the first of these 2. Usually when there's just some really small hallways coming up that we just have to go through. The advantage of Serious Business Noobow is I believe he climbs the stairs slightly faster than regular Noobow, so it makes it pretty easy. However, there is another thing. As we climb the stairs, you'll notice every single time I leave a staircase, I'll always be facing the direction that I entered the staircase on. That can, on occasion, cause me to always be facing the wall, and that is something that I kind of always have to bear in mind as I go through this. So this is also this part is usually if any run dies, it's usually on this part, because if you miss one valve, the water won't flow, and you'll basically get stuck. And that is a valve that you miss a lot right there. So luckily, at least we didn't miss that one. That's just a very common and very recurring theme in Noobow, that if a run dies, it usually dies here, because missing a valve can lose you upwards of like 30 seconds. And on a run with literally no RNG involved, that is a lot of time to lose out on. So there's a few more valves we need to hit, and then we're basically ready. There's these 2, and then there's one up the staircase here. So the other one that you somewhat commonly miss is the one over here. Luckily you get to see it as you have to go for it, but that is one that's fairly easy to miss out on. Okay, so up we go. We're gonna hit the last valve. We're gonna go back into Happy Noobow so you can get rid of your straight faces again. And now that the shower works again, the vines, we can climb the vines here, and well, all the moles are happy. And thus we're gonna go on to helping the bird. And the bird is in some trouble because he actually got hit by lightning, because of which his propeller jetpack stopped working. It broke apart. I don't know why a bird would need a propeller jetpack, but we'll just assume that the bird needs a propeller jetpack. And thus we need to find a way to first and foremost help him get his propeller jetpack back, and then see if we can find a way in order to get rid of the angry. Yeah, this is not a party hat, by the way. This is a party popper. But we're gonna need to find a way to make the cloud and the sun happy again. Anyway, we used the party popper here on the bird. I thought he would be in for a bit of a party there, but he got a little scared and flew off. So down the staircase we go, and well, down here we're gonna find the first piece of the propeller jetpack that we need to find. Again, we're gonna need to build a bit of a weird-looking bridge, but trust me, this is how you're supposed to do this. So yeah, that's a thing. I'm actually going to have to put that block down, by the way. If I don't put the block down, they'll be stacking on top of each other again once I leave, or once I get back on the screen. Whereas now I can just continue walking, no problem. So it'd be slower to put down the block elsewhere, or to bring the block with me into the next screen. So yeah, this is the first of the parts. I think this is like the fuel compartment. There's like 3 parts. You've got the fuel compartment, the engine itself, and the propeller itself. I mean, what would a propeller jetpack be without a propeller, right? So we're going to give him that part, and we're going to get a stick in return. And that might seem as a bit of an ungrateful thing to give us, but we actually need this stick in order to find the next part of our propeller jetpack. We're going to go down the staircase over here. And, well, we can go two ways. If we go to the right, we get blocked off because we need a shovel for that. If we go to the left, we would get blocked out, but we have this stick, so we can make a platform there. Go down the stairs, and this is where we find the second part of our propeller jetpack, the propeller. Not unimportant after all. So we pick up the propeller, and we're going to bring that back to the bird over here. And I know you guys, by the way, are eagerly awaiting the next couple of Wiis. This level itself doesn't have any, but we're almost done with the level as it is, and the next level will make up for more than double that. So don't you worry about a thing there. So up the staircase we go, and it's time to bring back the propeller. We kind of have to backtrack to the bird every single time because he's apparently too lazy to head towards us. We get a shovel because, like I said, if we were to go the other way, we'd get blocked because we didn't have a shovel. Well, now we do. The shovel here, however, serves two purposes. On the one end, we've got a shovel to, you know, use it as a shovel. On the other hand, however, we also have the shovel in order to trade with a trade bird later on. So, yeah, going to go down here. And we'll see that bird casually fishing there. I don't know where that water comes from because he's literally inside a tree. But apparently there is water there, and apparently there is fish there. Don't ask me how that works. But anyway, he trades our shovel for his fishing rod, and we can actually use that fishing rod in order to get the last container right over there. I always thought that last one looked a bit like a cookie jar, but that is our engine part basically, and we kind of do need that. Go ahead.
We got a €5 donation from Unlinked2 saying, "Hey, I like memes."
So do I, and I guess BSG is not unfavorable to memes with the big meme block we've got going today. I love how M3 says that he's never seen a meme. So yeah, here we give the engine to the bird, and as a thank you, he's gonna give us his propeller jetpack so that we can move on to the next level. So here we go, level 7, and we notice the angry cloud and the angry sun, and we see right off the bat this paraglider. Like I said, this level will make up for more than double, so get your Wiis ready once again, because well, here we go. Whee! We're not done. Whee! Don't think you're done yet, by the way. There is a few more. Here's a few short ones. Let's go. So somebody was weeing slightly too long, but don't be disappointed because here's a parachute. So here we go. So yeah, we're gonna bring this parachute with us because we're not quite done for the entire. Here's a short one, by the way. That's it. That's it. That's the entire Wii. But we're gonna keep bringing this parachute along with us because we have a lot more usage for that. Here we go again. So here we see the angry cloud for the first time, and he looks quite upset. So we'll see what we can do. But first, you know, one more time, just for good measure. So this right here is the Thunderman, and well, the Thunderman is also very angry, so we're gonna ground him. You know, as just enjoy his derpy face. But yeah, The angry Thunderman, the way that we get rid of him is by just literally grounding him by using a block of dirt. We're going to use the parachute to put out this fire, so unfortunately we get rid of the fire here, and as well as the parachute. Use the pogo shovel to dig a few blocks down. Gonna just get rid of the shovel, pick up this this cup, and that cup has a very good purpose that you'll see very soon. We're gonna use it 2 times. Once to get back up because, you know, walking is pretty slow, and we've got the Windman coming up over here, which will gladly help us. So yeah, here we go. I'm not sure that is how it works, but that is how it works apparently. So onto back to our angry Cloud Man, because it's still raining a lot here. So we're gonna fill up our cup with rainwater, and we're gonna bring that cup of water to the sun because the sun is very hot, and because the sun is hot, you know, the rain is as or the cloud is as angry as he is. So we give him the cup, and he's happy now. So yeah, that ends that level. So onto the final level of the game. This is also the longest level of the game, and probably the level with the biggest amount of Wiis, but they're also really close together. So I'll let you guys know when we get there, but you'll want to take a very deep breath there. Anyway, we're gonna go up the staircase here to see who we even need to help. We kind of already saw a hint of that just now. We'll know as we go along. We'll see a lot of little cupids pointing upwards, and it's the cupids that we're gonna help here, along with our good friend who's up on the Christmas tree over here. It might not look it, but this is actually a Christmas tree, because up here we meet Santa-san, and Santa-san has lost all of his presents, and all the cupids are now looking for these presents, but the cupids aren't very good at that. But so he hints towards it here that if we pick up the presents, then the cupids will be able to find us, and as such we'll be able to return the presents no problem. Yeah, you can do a quick donation.
We got a €1 donation from Shadow Wolf saying, "Stop holding your screams, it's time for Noobow memes. Whee!"
So here we're going to use the blocks to build a quick staircase down. Quick note on this next room, actually. You can actually get soft-locked in this game. I remember when I first played this game casually, I got soft-locked in this room right here. Believe it or not, but that can happen. And it's kind of annoying when it does, because at that point I had to look up the password in order to get back to this level, in order to actually be able to progress. But yeah, we're going to get this the present here. Just going to take this block, we're going to put that down here. Well, with that we can make our way up again. So yeah, another room where we kind of have to just build ourselves a bridge across on multiple occasions. This is all just to get more presents, so that we can get rid of the cupids, and we can make Santa-san happy, and we can save Christmas. So up the staircase over here. By now, most of the cupids will have been on the right side will have been gone, so we can now actually much more easily progress on this end. And this is also the area we're getting pretty close to our Wiis. And like I said, this is the biggest amount of Wiis, but they're also really, really closely put together. So yeah, you guys might want to take a very, very deep breath soon. First, we're going to pick up this present, though, because, you know, more presents seems like a good thing. We're just going to move a little bit as we have the present already anyway. Climb up these little clouds. So there's this entire underground system down here that we can use in order to, well, first and foremost, find one of the presents, because there's one hit that actually fell all the way down here. But here's the parachute, so here we go! So yeah, these are the first two, and just note the amount of water things over there. Like I said, you'll want to take a deep breath because we're gonna pick up our parachute again, and well, we have to make our way across here. So I hope you guys are ready. So we're gonna drop the parachute for just a second to make ourselves that block across. Pick up the parachute again, and here we go. Okay, one more for good measure. Thank you guys so much for weeing along with us today. That was the last one, but we're not quite done. We still have some skateboarding action. Shoutouts to my boy M3 right behind me. Noobow is a little scared of skateboards though, and when that gap happens over there, he gets a little bit scared. He falls off his skateboard, but by this point we can continue, no problem. Most of the cupids on the left-hand side are now gone, so we can actually progress into that area, and well, we'll see how things go. We still have, I believe, like 3 presents left in total that we need to find, and then we can go back to Santa-san to claim our reward. Because you know, we've been hard at work. Our Noobow has been putting in a lot of trouble to help all of the animal buddies, and now to help Santa-san as well. And we're gonna get a massive reward from Santa soon. But we'll get there when we get there. First, we have to go to this left side, and this is also the side that if you go through it, it tends to lag the most out of any area in the game. You'll see very soon why.
Do we have time for another donation?
You can do a quick donation while we go here, yeah.
We got a €5 donation from Baskra saying, "Wee!"
Thank you, Baskra. Oh, this is kind of the thing with the shovel. If you use the shovel at the wrong moment, or you press the wrong button when trying to put it down, you lose about 2.2 seconds on that animation right there. So here we're going to use a little bit of a trick. I'm going to go all the way to the block over here. I'm going to place my shovel over there. And that's going to help me not lag this next room as much, but you'll still notice it'll lag a good bit. That's actually not as bad without the shovel. Normally you have another item and that lags this room a lot. Now it's somewhat acceptable. It saves a lot of time not to have to worry about that anymore. It's I actually learned that strat from my boy Sikinar, the current, I think he's still the current world record holder, who ran this in a different event very recently. So yeah, we have the shovel, and with that we're gonna make our way down. Let me see if I can place the shovel down here. That should be fine. And you see this this monstrosity again, so it's time for serious business, Noobow. So get your straight faces ready one more time, because this is the last time we'll go into serious business mode. So yeah, there's a few people as we finish this part up, I quickly want to give a shout out to. First and foremost, High Spirits. He's the guy I originally saw running this game. And I was like, you know, this is a game that I might want to play at some point, and I just enjoyed it so much that very quickly thereafter I picked it up. Even casually, it takes like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours to beat, so it's very much worth it to just go through this yourself at some point. Sikinar, whom I've learned a good few strats from, he's the current world record holder. Very cool guy as well. Be sure to follow both of those. Oh, let's actually pick up the shovel over here, and off we go to finish up. Let me actually go to the right area though. So there's a few blocks over here that we kind of need to just dig out. That's what we brought the shovel here for. So we can actually already reach the staircase through that. You'd think you'd need both of the blocks in order to reach it, but it actually turns out that one of the blocks is more than enough. So you just have to place one of them and then be sure that you can actually get on top of it. We'll bring the shovel with us because there's one more block of dirt that I need to dig off here. And with that, we're pretty much at the end of the game. So all we have left to do is return to Santa-san, and time is as we hit Santa-san. So it'll be up in a few seconds. This is not that bad a time. My PB is a 35:21, so this won't be too far off of my PB. This is, like, I can honestly, like, this is the kind of game that if you ever feel bad, this is just a joy to speedrun this. And I can strongly recommend anyone that wants to learn a very basic, very simple game, not a lot of stuff to it, just pick up Noobow. It's a fantastic little game. But yeah, here we go. Time is coming up. And time. So here we got Santa-san. As a thank you, Santa-san is going to drop us off home. Like I said, we are going to get a big reward from Santa-san, and I do want to show you guys this reward. So we just have to sit through this little bit of text here. He tells us, you know, I can't read Japanese. I honestly can't. It's just what I base it off of. But you know, Santa, he's gonna go on his journey to deliver the presents, I suppose. Noobow happy back at home, and well, as a thank you, as we wake up, we find at our house. Just wait for it. Wait for it. A giant stocking full of presents. So yeah, that is Noobow, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be back a little bit later for Quirk, for Link to the Past, as well as for Lufia 1. So I'll be back here a few more times. Enjoy the next few